Let's finish up by installing OpenPilot or SunnyPilot and going on a drive. On my phone, I still have TSK Manager loaded. On the previous video, we used the TSK extractor to extract the key for my car, and so at the top, it says key is installed. Now scroll to the bottom, and you have a choice. You can install the official Comma AI Nightly Dev branch, or you can install SunnyPilot Fort's staging branch. Normally, I recommend people to use Comma AI Nightly Dev instead of SunnyPilot because when you're trying out a new system, it makes sense to try the original one first, right? To see what the vanilla stock experience is like and then move on to customizations. Now here's the problem. Comma AI Nightly Dev has a smaller set of cars that it recognizes. If you have a 21, 22, 23 Sienna or RAV4 Prime or Yaris, Comma AI Nightly Dev is going to work out of the box. But if you have a newer version that we just started cracking, like 2024 or 2025 Sienna, the fingerprints for those cars may not be in Comma AI Nightly Dev. This means that when you install OpenPilot, instead of asking you to calibrate, it'll say car unrecognized and go into a dashcam mode. On the other hand, SunnyPilot lets you just pick a car even if it doesn't auto-detect. So if you have a 2024 Sienna, you need to install SunnyPilot staging, go to the vehicle tab and choose 2021 to 23 Sienna manually. It could be that by the time you watch this video, the fingerprints for 2024 Sienna is already entered into OpenDVC such that Comma AI Nightly Dev also has fingerprints for it, which means it'll just work out of the box too. And all of these are just fingerprinting and carporting issues that will be solved over time. So hopefully by the time you watch this video, all those are already solved. Okay, let's start by installing the Comma AI Nightly Dev. When you press any of these three install options, TSK Manager is automatically self-deleted, so there's no more trace of it. The key that you extracted remains on the device, and it is not lost unless you flash the device at flash.comma.ai. You could uninstall OpenPilot and reinstall, or uninstall a fork and install. You could also tap on the screen to quote-unquote factory reset. That also doesn't delete the key. The only way to delete the key is either using the flasher at flash.comma.ai or by SSHing in manually and then deleting the file. Okay, let's install Comma AI Nightly Dev. This part is faster than normal installation because if you remember on the first video we did the prefetching, we already have this version of OpenPilot downloaded on the device. So we're just swapping out the directories. Voila, we have OpenPilot installed. It said TSK Manager, now it says Nightly Dev. So this is the official Nightly Dev branch from OpenPilot. And you can tell that the TSK Manager is deleted by refreshing this page. You'll see that the web process is no longer there because again, we deleted it. We're done with the phone portion. Now let's try using the OpenPilot by starting the car. Press the brake and power on. If the screen comes back to say calibrating drive above 15 miles per hour, that means your car is detected and is ready to be driven. You can just plug it onto the mount and start driving. If your car is not detected, it's going to say car unrecognized dashcam mode. Let's say that happened on this comma. Go to swipe right, press the cog, find software, swipe all the way, uninstall OpenPilot, slide to uninstall. Start, we're gonna choose slide to install custom software. Choose software. So I'm gonna do SunnyPilot staging. See, already done. So this is SunnyLink. In order for us to choose the vehicle manually, we need SunnyLink. And SunnyLink makes it possible to control this device using your phone. And the vehicle selection option is available only on the phone, not on the device, so we have to enable SunnyLink. Okay, now we have SunnyPilot installed. It goes into calibrating for me because my car is recognized by OpenPilot and SunnyPilot. I think 2024 Sienna is already recognized and is configured to use 2021 through 23 Sienna profile, which means that if you have 24 Sienna, it'll just work out of the box. So whether your car is going to work out of the box, if it says calibrating, it's working out of the box. If it says car unrecognized dashcam mode, let's go to SunnyLink or set up SunnyLink. Go to pair. At the bottom, there's a vehicle. Enable always offline mode. Click select, and you can just search for whatever car you have. Now underneath Toyota Sienna 2021, it says manual is selected. You can tap remove, and now we're back to being auto detected. At the upper right, there's a disable always offline mode. Now your Sunny Pilot is back to being online mode. Because the car is correctly detected and because the key is detected, it goes into the calibration mode. If you got this far and you're not seeing calibration, either you're seeing LCAS error or car unrecognized error, please come find us in Discord. We're in Comma Discord's Toyota Security channel. As I said before, we're still building an inventory of which cars work versus not. So even if your car doesn't work, it really helps us develop this further. And also, if you have extracted the key, but the car is just not being recognized, you solved the hard problem already. It's just a matter of time before somebody with the same car as yours finishes the carporting, submits the fingerprint, and your car is just gonna start working one day. So if you could not extract the key, that's a little hard to deal with. But if you have successfully extracted the key, but you need the carporting, I would hold on to your comma because it is going to work sooner or later. Okay, we're done. Let's clean up the cables. To clean up, first turn off the car, unplug comma, and I don't use comma power, so I will remove comma power as well. There is a tape you can peel off and stick it somewhere, but really you don't need to. It's a pretty tight fit, so you can just push everything in and close it and it won't rattle or anything. And make sure the OBD-C cable comes out at the top instead of at the bottom. Finally. If everything's done right, there shouldn't be any errors or faults or beeps or dings. And there we have it. That is how you use TSK Manager to extract the key and then install either OpenPilot or Sunny Pilot and potentially select the car manually so that your car is recognized. Thank you. Bye.